And here we go with the weekly update on our Pachacon project, our bus that's being transformed into a house on wheels, a motorhome. I mention this often, but with so many new people joining, by the way, we're nearing 90,000 subscribers and maybe we've already hit that milestone by the time this video is posted. It's a great feeling. I'll discuss it more soon. So let's take a look at our bus, our Mercedes-Benz coach from 1981. This 0364 model for 40 passengers plus the driver. We are here next to the big project about routes here at BTS Motorhome at the factory in Goiânia. And we're going to show you what's going on, what has been updated this week. We're moving forward with our project in this bus that's about 10.5 meters long. It's a coach style bus, which usually has luggage compartments, right? We're also organizing this part here to start the project, the technical part of the house. Window finishing. The door had a small problem. This back door was out for a while. We went to put the hinges on and I don't know if something fell here. It got a little dented. We need to replace this shiny black ACM plate. Luckily, we have another piece, so I asked Andre. So they're going to replace it for us. They're going to substitute this part here, this ACM. Look where it got dented. What a shame, something fell. And then also finish here with black PU glue on all the edges of this ACM, right? Also here on the windows to prevent leaks and of course to make it look nicer, right? Opening the door to our apartment on wheels here. I say it's the balcony door. Very good. Hey guys, how's it going? Everything good? Everything cool? How are you doing? Well, first of all, I want to thank you all so much because right now we were just 20 people away from reaching 90,000 subscribers on the channel. It's a great joy to know that when we started out a few years ago on the channel, posting some little videos without really knowing what we were doing, we were just learning. Over time, we dreamed that one day we would have a lot of followers, people who follow us, people we could inspire with our posts, right? Because on YouTube, we always think about sharing our experiences, exchanging ideas, of course, for us here, right? As a form of monetization, the channel brings us a little money that keeps alive our hope of being on the road one day, right? The YouTube channel is a job today. A lot of people make a living from their YouTube channel, posting content professionally. And then with this income from YouTube, as you watch, share the videos and comment, the person makes a living from this profession, right? By producing content and being paid for it, which is a really cool form of work nowadays, right? So thank you, everyone. We've already reached 90,000, and if we haven't, we're getting there. Thank you for sharing these moments with us, for exchanging ideas with us, and I hope that very soon, when our bus is ready, we can take many trips with it and show you what bus life is like, right? That's great. Thank you all. I'm truly grateful. So let's go inside so you can see how Pachacon's project is going. Like I said, we've already measured the clean water tank here. What did we decide? I thought making the tanks was too expensive. So we're going to make the clean water tank over there using that material we make ourselves at Technomac. We've already ordered it. I've even paid for it. The tank ended up being a little over 400 liters and it's going to cost 1,700 reais plus shipping. On this side, which will be the tank for used water, dirty water from the shower and from the bathroom sink and the kitchen sink. I'll see if I can do it. Maybe we'll make it out of, what's it called? Out of marine plywood and cover it with fiberglass. Or maybe there's that solution where we can buy those used barrels and use them as a reservoir. That's also a much more affordable option. I'll even stop by the place later. I'll find those barrels so we can reuse them, right? You can hook up the plumbing to it and it turns out really nice. Let's go inside because my friend Jonathan is working here at BTS Motorhomes. Here's something new. I'm not sure if I've shown it before. We've already covered the cockpit area here, the bus cabin, also with marine plywood. I think this one is 10 millimeters so we can later put the vinyl flooring on, right? We'll finish everything with this material and apply a rust inhibitor here since there's some rust, right? A little bit is normal with these monoblocks, and then we'll also put the vinyl flooring in all these areas here. So here's my friend Jonathan working today at Pachacon. We're waiting for the material to arrive, right, Jonathan? The laminate still has to arrive? The laminate, so we can get more things done. And look, he made the bracket here. What do you call it, bracket? An aluminum bracket here on the kitchen benches. He's also working on finishing the windows here, which involves this Formica part. Then comes the window trim, which is this finishing piece here, look. For those unaware, the window is the Finestro window from São Paulo that we brought here. And now, the great Jonathan is working here, look, installing the plywood. Is this one 10 millimeters? It's 10 millimeters, 10 millimeters, see? We're covering the sides of the bus so the vinyl flooring fits better, so the whole area we walk on is finished. The sides will also have vinyl flooring. He also installed the hoses that come from the sink, from the kitchen, right? With this hose that goes to the tanks. It comes from here, right? So we already have the sink, we already have the stove, we have the fridge. Here in the bathroom too, check out what's new. The little cabinet has already been made. Let me come in here so you can see. So here we made a cabinet with these shelves. There will be 2 doors here as well, made with marine plywood and Formica. Later we'll paint them all to make them more waterproof. And Jonathan also made these 3 side niches to store things, always with an edge that helps keep things from moving around. You can put toilet paper, beauty kits here, cosmetics, right? This is more for light stuff because I don't have much to put in the bathroom except for toothbrushes and a soap. Here too, Jonathan, look, has already made the boys' beds. Here's Bernard's bed. He's 9 years old, the older one. He has his window and the finishing has already been done too. The bottom one is for little Kawe, almost 2 years old, 1 year and 8 months. Drawers are here. We still need to get push locks later. And he added that little line detail. We didn't even cover it with Formica because we want to keep it rounded. So we'll give it the same finish, I think with stain, I'm not sure, or varnish, I don't know. We'll make what's going here on the ceiling out of this material. It's actually good, it's made of wood. I liked it, I thought it turned out really nice, right? There's nothing really new here, right? Back here we even made a little table in this corner to work with the computer. I thought about it and said, hey, it fits. We placed a regular chair here from home so you can use the computer. And taking advantage of this outlet here, we're going to put a TV here. A TV, I don't know how many inches, we'll see what fits. 220 volts, which will work with an inverter, right? We're going to buy a pure sine wave inverter. It should be 1000 or 2000 watts, right? This window is already finished. And this one is finished too. And here is our big door to the world, right? Here is the big door to the world. The corner finishes here are already done in Formica, right? Later I'll also finish here and put in the plywood and the vinyl flooring. And then I want to see if I can replace these rubber seals, guys. These rubber seals are old here, see? To prevent dust, cold, or heat from coming in, right? So this rubber seal is really old. I need to replace this little rubber seal here later. But that's it. So the little project is moving along, right? I said that every week I'll share it with you here. Today is a day when I start work a little later to teach class. So I managed to stop by here, see how the project is going, keep up with it. And here we are talking with Jefferson so we can buy the plumbing and electrical parts. So what will the electrical part be? We're studying it here. Let me just sit here on this little chair. It will probably be 6 150 watt solar panels. Why don't I buy a big panel, bigger panels, so I can use the spaces on the bus? There's the space in the front. Then comes the skylight. I want to see if I can install a 12-volt air conditioner later. This is the central space. There's another skylight, another hatch, and the air cooler over there, so I don't need those giant panels. So we distribute 6 panels on top of the bus. And then these solar panels, to charge the batteries, need to have charge controllers. So I believe we're going to use 2 charge controllers. I think 30 or 40. And then it goes to the batteries. We're analyzing whether we're going to use 3 or 4 batteries. We're considering Mora or maybe Freedom. Let's see if either works. And then the set also comes with the inverter and the battery charger. So this is something we have to do. And also buy wiring. So I told Gerson for us to keep an eye on it. And this week, do the calculations. Buy the wiring already. Start working on it. And the plumbing part. We already have the sink. We already have the sensor faucet. Then comes all the piping, the hoses. And we already have a pump, pressure accumulator for the plumbing system and the water tank. So it's all good. So it's this now, then buy vinyl flooring later. Light bulbs. We already have the bulbs through our partnership with RV Parts. We don't have them yet. We need to buy the sink and the faucet for the bathroom here. Also the shower. We haven't bought them. Huh? This detail. What else do we need to buy? Lots of small items like mattresses. So here the mattress. Here for the boys, it's a regular mattress, okay? A regular single mattress. Up here and down here. Ours. It's already set up for a regular mattress. But maybe since there's a little edge left, we'll have it made to measure for this whole length of the bed here. Leaving just a corner, an extra bit so we can get down. I'll sleep on this side since I'm bigger. Clarinha will be over there. The baby might want to join us. Whoever has extra space can get down here. It's easier this way. So, it doesn't seem like it, my dears, but there's still a lot of little things to buy, right? In the end, man, goodness, so much stuff. Then we also have to buy the drains. We're going to put them here in the bathroom. So here, let's put 2, 3, or 4 drains so that... Why do we put so many drains? Because when the floor is a little more sloped, so it doesn't accumulate, we put 4 drains in the corners, right? To avoid water buildup. Maybe even one more here in this part. In case water falls, it has somewhere to drain.
Yeah.
There, we're getting there. Soon. The screens, right? The max screen, blackout screen to install. We're also missing the metal profile that goes here in the cabinet. And these doors, but that's easy to do. And here, my friends, later, after installing the vinyl flooring, we'll put the armchairs back. And then the rest of the bus then is later, right? So after everything is finished. Then we'll get to changing this seat. I'll either refurbish it to like new or install a new one. Yeah, give this panel a makeover and also the whole interior of the bus. And then at the very end, alright, it's done. Here, what I want to do is paint the bus, right? So we're thinking about painting it all white. And here, on this black part, we'll touch up the black as well. So it would be black on top and white on the bottom. And as I've mentioned before, I'm going to change the seats, the 6 wheels, and the 6 tires. Even though they're still good. Yeah, I want to switch everything to tubeless. If I can afford it, right? Because in the worst case scenario that I thought of, I put it here. Yeah, the wheel. I wanted an aluminum rim, but I won't be able to. It'll be too expensive. Change the wheel, the front one. And a new tire, tubeless. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Can you guys tell me? Leave it in the comments. Whether this wheel here is 22.5. I know the new models all have 22.5 rims. 275/80, right, the 80 profile. If I can put it here, I'll use this one. That's good. To the back, I leave the 2 best ones. In the back, still with tubes. I paint the wheel silver. Alright, and here I put the new one, if I can manage. If it turns out good. If the money works out, I'll change it then. At least, the 6 wheels and the 6 tires. So, just imagine. The bus, man, all painted, white, original. With the new wheels, new tires. It's going to look awesome, right, man? Me too. I want to change it. It was even a suggestion from you guys in some videos here to change the brake system. The brakes on this bus are not air brakes. So, I wanted to see if I can. Do you guys know? If anyone knows, leave it in the comments. How much does an air brake system cost? And how do I change it? I have no idea. But then a friend told me that it would be cooler. Man, it would be more reliable. Right. For us to change this whole system. Who knows? Maybe one day. Even air suspension. In some places, lower the big guy. It would look nice because I don't like that. When the bus has its rear end lifted up, you know, the back really raised, I think it looks nice. It's straight like this. I think it's really cool when it's straight and low. So I'm not sure. Here it says 9.0020. No, that's it. The rim is 22.5. I had the impression that the area here is a lot. Yeah. Então eu tenho que saber. Se vocês puderem me ajudar, deixa nos comentários aqui. Amortecedores estão novos, né? Yeah. Talvez compre de casa mesmo, bota Yeah, there's a nice spot here to put the air conditioner, the condenser. And then when I'm out in the field, somewhere with an outlet, I can use it. Some nice air conditioning here. When it's hot, maybe even an inverter model, right? When it's hot, we can turn it on to cool. And when it's cold, we can use it to heat. And I also need to think about a diesel heater later. I think maybe it will go in this corner here. I'll build a structure for it. And then we can set up the system to push the heat out of here. Here, I don't know, we have to come up with something. If we're traveling to very cold places later, a diesel heater will really help, right?
Being cold is not for me, no way.
Nobody wants to live or travel in a motorhome and deal with extreme heat or cold, right? So that's it. Well, I think that's it for now. So I'm here. Jefferson isn't here right now, so we're making slow progress. It's still very early now.
What time is it now? Let me check here.
It's still 8:46.
Soon I have to rush to teach my class, right?
And that's it, guys. What tips do you have for me about buses? What do you think should be done here?
Let me check if anything else needs to be done.
Nothing, right? That's it.
So the carpentry is pretty much done. It's just the finishing touches left.
Then we'll start the electrical and plumbing. After that, the finishing work, right? With vinyl flooring and all that, mattresses. And Clarinha and I and the boys, we want to leave everything ready on the bus. There at our place, our land at Coletivo Nomade, there's space for it to stay there. Leave everything ready. You know, here regarding the kitchen, leave all its kitchen stuff there. Its pots, supplies, and plates in there.
So that when we say, the weekend is here, let's go. Everything is ready. We don't have to bring anything here. Bed linens, leave everything ready. Everything set up there, the house ready.
Because what is our plan, right? I think I've already talked to you about it at some point. I still don't have the possibility right now to be on the road 100%. It's my dream, right?
I dream about it a lot. Me and Clarinha, the kids, being on the road 100%, sharing our life with you, going down to Ushuaia, doing Argentina, going up to Alaska.
And it's a dream that we think about making come true. But at the moment, me and Clarinha, 2 kids, I have to work, right? So I'm working teaching classes every morning. We're saving because we recently bought an apartment and are paying off the mortgage and other expenses. And for a while, right, we work and build a financial structure so that maybe soon we can live on the road. But for now, every weekend, man, holidays, vacations, we're taking the bus somewhere.
And we won't stop sharing with you here on our YouTube channel and also on our Instagram and TikTok.
Our adventures, our escapades around this world, right? I'm always here, you know. Wow, I keep dreaming about stopping somewhere with a beautiful view and having breakfast there, looking at the mountains, the beach, I don't know, the savannah, waterfalls. It's a cool lifestyle. We carefully considered maintaining good thermal insulation on the bus. Do you remember that the initial plan was for us to close this area, right? We'd close it in for better thermal insulation, but then we changed it. I felt it made things more spacious. I removed the bus luggage racks and kept everything stripped down and open. If needed, we can add something here like a curtain to separate the central part of the bus. Or here, or maybe a curtain here in this part, right? That just isolates the cockpit of the bus when we stop somewhere. Little curtains you can open here and there, no worries, it'll be really cool. Soon, everything will have vinyl flooring. It'll look great, right guys? Really cool. Let's finish up this area by the handbrake too, okay? For the parking brake, here I should paint it black so it doesn't stay white because I don't think white will match very well. Later, we could make an upholstered panel with the same fabric as the seat, right? I wanted to do everything in the seat color, which is like a tobacco color, right? Our seat is dirty and in the corner for those who haven't seen it. But it's this color right here, look. The brown one. Make everything brownish. I think with everything brown, it gives a... I want this bus to have an identity. The white, black, and brownish is really very 80s, right? By the way, let me show you something. Here in the kitchen, we're going to put tiles. Tiles, I think acrylic tiles, I guess, right? That stick here on the plywood. So I'm thinking about putting something like brown with yellow or something like that, brown with beige, a nice color. And then think about a combination for the foam here too, right? For the upholstery, both here on the table one, right? The stools are at the table and there's also a small sofa. So a sofa in these colors is coming too. And they're also going to put in the bathroom here, there will be a mirror, and also they're going to put some tiles, I don't know how, and also some niches. It's going to look really nice. So over time, this place will start to look like us, gaining colors, gaining our identity, our souvenirs from trips. My father-in-law and mother-in-law just went to Chualha. They flew there for vacation. They gave us a small sticker from Chualha, which will be on the bus. Even though the bus didn't go, we've already visited Chualha. Back in 2019, we went with a rooftop tent on the little Peugeot, right? Oh, that's really cool. So guys, that's it. I'm going to see if in a little while I can go over there for us to see if I can find the jugs. Maybe the jug is an alternative compared to a water tank for gray water.
And I'll show you in a little bit. Let's go. Let's organize everything here.
I'll start the bus to fill the air tank and charge the battery.
And that's it. Let's go.
I'll post it.
Look, I'm here suffering on the bus, man. Look.
This bus body is way too hard to work with. Look, that's it. That's enough. I'm attaching this little side strip here to connect it with the floor over there, right? Look, all this wooden part here, see, is the built-in kitchen structure, right?
The custom work was done by Jonathan. Jonathan has Instagram, right, Jonathan? Leave it. Do you offer home service in Goiânia? Goiânia Aparecida.
Look, for those interested in Jonathan's services, I'll leave his Instagram here in the video description. What's your Instagram? Tell everyone.
Jonathan Alves Leandro.
Jonathan Alves Leandro. I'll leave this here in case you need it. Look for the guy because he's good, see? The little unit has nice slides and excellent finish.
Well, I basically said that he's like the stepdad of the bus here, see? Because he did everything. The Formica part, the finishing. Look at the other one there. Look, that's his partner. Look at Anderson. He's the guy from the... Hey, you have to change it because I read ACM over there, huh? It got dented. If you guys keep getting back at each other, you'll end up denting my stuff here. It must have been you guys playing sword fighting with each other. I'm sure of it, you know?
Anderson is already known on the channel as Pacheco's stepfather.
You have to change that thing over there. What's the job today? Anything?
I'm gonna change the ACM over there.
Yeah? Awesome. All right then.
Look at the damage this thing did to this panel here, my friend. From the chassis. It's tough, you see?
Look over there. It almost broke Jefferson's tools here. I just got home and gave up on the canister idea because Jefferson thought it didn't make sense.
We're going to make it out of wood with fiberglass inside to make it better. So, that's it. I just got home and someone's playing with a little bike. His godfather gave him the little bike. Bye. The little rascal is riding that little pedalless Montessori bike, right?
Yeah, it's a really good bike because it stimulates. Wait, I'm tired. Hold on. It stimulates the child's balance, right? So the child starts to become aware of their own body. They start to balance themselves. And from here, you know, like it was with B, they pretty much go straight to a bike without training wheels.
Yeah, you're really good at riding a bike, Cauezinho. Go ahead.
Show it.
Oh, how cute.
You cutie. You cutie. Look at Clarinha's shirt, Ushuaia. Did I mention my in-laws went to Ushuaia? It's on the back, look.
Look how cool. In a while, we'll be in big coats, huh?
I'm so crazy. They got so much snow. Did you say my mom fell?
No, she fell and broke her arm, right?
Man, my mom, when she got to Ushuaia, my dad went to Carrefour to get cash from Western Union. He really knows what he's doing. And then my mom, they were right on São Martin Street, right? Staying on the main street. My mom went down, you know, to check out downtown. And there was that really fine drizzle, you know, the kind that makes everything slippery.
With wet snow, right?
Yeah, and then what happened? My mom slipped and hurt her arm on the very first day. Her arm kept hurting. Back in Goiânia, she had an x-ray and learned her shoulder was broken. She's in pain.
She's more fragile because of her osteoporosis, right?
Osteoporosis, she already takes medicine for it, but still she can't fall, and then she fell.
But she's recovering well, right?
Yes, now she is.
Wow, athlete. Must be all that biking.
Guys, that's it. We're ending this video now. Next week, we'll have another video with Pacheco updates. Right, son?
Let's keep moving forward with this project together. Take care, like, subscribe, and comment. Bye.
Say goodbye to everyone. Bye.
Oh.